Yeah, we have a crazy case of a stalker from the skies. Y'all, when I read this, I was like, nah, because I mean, what you would have to be extremely close to someone in order to be in the sky and then be stalking someone. I'm like, that's crazy. Okay, let's get into it. It says pilot, 65 years old, accused of using small plane to stalk upstate New York woman after sexting pics of him bounded in bed. Y'all, this is and I have a lot of questions, okay? We're going to get to it when we get to it, but I got some questions on this story. Let's get into it. It says a 65-year-old pilot has been charged with using his small plane to stalk and harass an upstate New York woman who has accused him of first sexting her a photo of himself partially naked and bound in bed. Here's our homeboy. Okay. Oh, y'all, here's y'all's homeboy, okay? Here's y'all's man's, okay? And here's the lady also that he was stalking, okay? Now let's get into it. His name, Michael Arnold, was already under a temporary order of protection issued in May to cease and desist from flying any and all aircraft. So how are you stalking somebody from the sky, seal, if you ain't even supposed to be flying? But that's a whole nother question. Let's get into it. After being accused of 4 years worth of bizarre harassment from the sky. So what this is saying is he was already stalking someone prior. Then they say, okay, man, you were doing some crazy stuff. You can't be up in the sky anymore. Okay. And then he's up in the sky and now he has a new victim. He was arrested while driving to the William H. Morse State Airport in Bennington, Vermont, where he parks his single-engine Cessna 180, police said. The singer from Manchester, New Hampshire, is accused of stalking Cassie Willits. I think it's Willits. We're going with that. From the skies above her home in upstate Julerville, about 30 miles northwest of the airport. She says he flies so close to the house that it feels like he's going to go through it. It's a nightmare that just does not stop. Y'all, I've had a plane. Where's my. Okay. I've had a plane where it flew over the house or whatever. And I mean, it was kind of low where I was like, okay, I don't think you're supposed to be this low. But everything's like everything rattles, yo. So I can understand what she's talking about. And I'm sure this guy was real low, okay? But we're gonna get into this crazy story. Oh, Walt said she and her family would be awakened at 7 a.m. several times a week by the sound of the plane, which was so close that windows and doors rattled. On one occasion, she claimed the pilot pelted her home and yard with tomatoes. So I'm assuming she's living in like a rural area, because wouldn't there be other claims to, what is it, FAA? Wouldn't we all be like, okay, there's a pilot. He's flying too close to our homes. So that's why I'm assuming she's a bit further away, because I know I'll be complaining. I'll be like, we ain't doing this over here. Okay. But so you don't like this woman so much. You went to the grocery store or the farmer's market and you got some tomatoes and you put them into you drove to work, put them into your plane, flew over to her crib just to pelt her yard and her car with them. Bruh, what? Let's continue. Wilt previously told the outlet that the trouble began when Arnold, our suspect, walked into her eatery, the Revolution Cafe, on October 2019 for some soup and later started sending her messages. Now, that I'm confused, because it said the trouble began when he walked into her cafe for some soup. Okay, so let me go to Panera. I'm gonna go get some soup. Okay, chicken and wild rice when they got it on the day. And then you go and you start sending her pictures of you being bound. How did he get your email? I mean, was this like a public email? Was it a private email? I mean, I'm confused. How does he know you? Does he know you? I mean, Why would he? I mean, I just find that to be so odd. You know what I mean? But let's continue. The first was a photo and an email. That's why I asked how did he get your email? Is it some business email? Is that how he got it? I'm confused. The first was a photo and an email showing him semi-clothed and bound in bed, along with several photos of naked women. Sorry. What? He's bound in bed with several photos of naked women and he's sending this to you via email? Why? Why? Let's continue. Arnold wrote about spending time with two girlfriends at the nudie resort in Jaco Beach in Costa Rica, she alleged, adding that she later realized the sender was a customer. So I'm confused. I'm so confused. Why are you, how did you get her email? Okay, I'm just curious. Unless it's some public thing, and then now it's like, okay, I could go and send it to her since I know she owns the place. Well, how'd you know she owned the place? Why are you obsessed with this lady? Why are you sending her nude photos of you with two girlfriends? Okay, because I don't think that's what that is. Okay, I'm thinking some high class escorts. Okay, on a beach. Why'd you think I want to see you? And fellas, let me have a little sipperoo over here. We don't want the peen pics, okay? At least I don't. I don't want. Hey, there comes a time where you could just be like, you know what? I'm too old for that. You know what I mean? I don't need that if I ain't with you. You know what I mean? So I'm sure, he's sending the other chicks' bodies, body parts and all that. I'm sure. I don't want to see that. Okay. So I don't know why he thought like, ooh, yeah, this is going to be good. No thanks. Let's continue. She realized it was the customer, homeboy. Then he started flying over my house. So he comes in for soup, somehow gets your email, sends you nude pictures, him at a resort, him, doing other things, bound in bed. And then he's following you at your house. I mean, I get a lot of our information is public out there in these streets, but I just find that to be, that's literally zero. How you go from, this is not funny, but how do you go from going to a restaurant or going to a cafe for some soup to then stalking someone in a plane and she don't even know you? Bruh. Okay. She said, then he started following over my house, sending me pictures of my house, my pool, my backyard, and of me, my family, and my friends. What? Bruh. And I hope she has all this stuff documented. Okay. This doesn't mention that she has it like saved, but if she's smart, I'm sure she will. All right. He tells me karma is going to get me. He said I killed my dad, who her dad died in a fire in 2017. And quote, I'm going to kill my husband. What? I called the police, but it never stops. The last time he flew over my house was May 23rd, the day after her husband, David Alexander, 48 years old, died of cancer. So this is where I'm also kind of curious. Now, I know a lot of people put everything on social media. Okay, so that could be one. Maybe he was stalking your social media for some reason. I don't know why he wants you to be the victim. But he knew about your dad dying. I don't know. It just says it was a fire, and so I don't know why he would think you did it. Then it's like, oh, you're gonna go and kill your husband. It's like, okay, well, her husband did end up dying, but why would you think? I mean, she didn't give him cancer. I don't know. I'm wondering like, okay, are you just obviously you have to be whacked out. So I'm like, are you just some extremely whacked out dude who's now saying that she's just murdering people in her life? I don't know. Okay. I don't know how he knew. And I'm assuming maybe he just followed her and stalked her online. Because, if you stalk her in the air, I'm sure he's stalking her online too. Just find it to be odd. But let's continue. An FBI agent informed Bennington police that Arnold had been flying over the home of a former girlfriend about 4 years ago. That's the restraining order, the cease and desist for flying was because of the ex-girlfriend, from 4 years ago. Okay. Arnold made an initial appearance in court on charges of aggravated stalking with court order violation, violation of the abuse prevention order, giving police false information in order to implicate another. So he said, "Oh man, it was Dave. I mean, not Dave. It was John over here. John David. You know, who was him over here." Okay. Attempted impeding of a public officer and resisting arrest. He posted $5,000 bail and told the judge, he's obviously a serial stalker, y'all. Why is he even getting bail for this? Let's continue. I mean, you know what people... Let's continue. He posted a $5,000 bail and told the judge he would like to invoke the 24-hour rule, which gives him an extra day to consider what plea to enter and hire an attorney. Arnold told reporters before his court appearance that he had not had any contact with this woman. This is all a misunderstanding. I have no interest in that woman whatsoever. I never have. I'd like to fly over town and take pictures on for the community page. Come on, right? Come on. Boy, you know you lying. You know you are lying, okay? You know you're lying. So how did tomatoes come from your plane, your single engine plane, on her yard in her car? It just happened. Is that what you're gonna tell me? It just you know, women be lying, right? Right? Okay. This man, what is he, 65? This man's a hot mess. You over here stalking, 65 years old. You too old to be doing all this, yo. You over here stalking these women. No. Pelting to... I'm not... That it's not funny to be stalking people's stuff, but the fact that you went out of your way to go and get some ripe tomatoes just to pelt them from the sky on somebody, dude, you are a hot butterball mess. Let me know what y'all think about this crazy story. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and also leave a comment down below. I would also appreciate it if you could go on ebay.com, simply type in Latrice Limited, click on shops, and then you can support me right over there. I have a wide variety of items over there. I have many of my own personal Latrice Limited items, which has candles, bath bombs, soaps, essential oil blends, lingerie robes. I have a whole bunch of stuff. I even have comic books on there, men's ties, action figures, a whole bunch of other stuff as well. Definitely support me on there. Like I said, do not forget to like and subscribe, and thank you.